I think it's really funny. I think I'm not really surprised, and it's really just another source of entertainment.
Once allies, now at odds, tech titan Elon Musk and US President Donald Trump are locked in a bitter war of words. At the centre, Trump's Big Beautiful Bill, a sweeping tax and spending plan that could reshape the American economy and cripple Musk's Tesla empire.
And we're going to have a bill, the one big beautiful bill. I think it's going to be, it's the biggest bill ever passed, and we got to get it done. Tremendous tax cuts for people, tremendous incentives, tremendous regulation cuts, all these regulations that are so horrible.
The fallout began when Musk took to X, calling the bill a disgusting abomination and urging Americans to kill the bill. The legislation promises tax cuts, massive defense spending, and mass deportation funding. But it also eliminates critical EV incentives, dealing a major blow to Tesla. Under current policy, Tesla buyers get up to $7,500 in federal EV tax credits. That's now under threat. With Tesla having sold over 200,000 vehicles, the bill targets companies like Musk's directly, potentially costing them billions.
And, you know, Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate, and, you know, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles. And, you know, they're having a hard time, the electric vehicles, and they want us to pay billions of dollars in subsidy. And, you know, Elon knew this from the beginning. He knew it for a long time ago.
Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill is a sweeping economic package with 5 major pillars. First, it makes Trump's 2017 income and estate tax cuts permanent. Second, it introduces new tax breaks on tips, overtime pay, and Social Security income, targeting working-class Americans. The White House says households earning $30,000 to $80,000 will get a 15% tax cut next year. Third, it boosts funding for border security and the military. Fourth, it promises to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse in federal spending. And finally, it raises the US debt ceiling, allowing the government to borrow more to pay its bills. But critics, including Republican Senator Josh Hawley, warn it's fiscally reckless. They argue the bill worsens the national deficit, offering tax cuts while increasing spending. Economists say it risks higher inflation and long-term damage to America's financial stability.
The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office just this week confirmed that at least 13,700,000 Americans will lose their health care if the GOP bill for billionaires becomes law. That is bad economics. It is unconscionable. Even conservative Republican Senator Josh Hawley called it morally wrong. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Josh Hawley is right.
Musk wrote, "In November next year, we will fire all politicians who betrayed the American people." Then, Musk's warning, any Republican backing the bill could face electoral consequences.
Were you aware of Elon Musk's regular drug use?
No, I wasn't. I think he's fantastic. I think Elon is a fantastic guy. And
Then came a personal betrayal. Trump abruptly dropped Musk's ally Jared Isaacman from consideration as NASA chief. For Musk, it was a clear signal. He was no longer welcome in Trump's inner circle. The tension only deepened after Musk resigned from DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, and showed up with a black eye at one last press briefing with Trump. Once hailed as the man to slash wasteful spending, Musk left amid backlash, confusion, and plummeting public support.
Yeah, they're two very different guys that I think it was doomed from the beginning.
DOGE became a lightning rod for controversy. Musk slashed budgets, but critics falsely claimed he was targeting Social Security. Protests erupted, Tesla showrooms were vandalized, and public anger exploded. Tesla's stock plunged. Musk's net worth fell by $100 billion. Sales slumped. What began as a bold government experiment turned into a PR disaster.
So far, it's been basically all negative for Tesla. So Trump got out of the White House, got back in. He really got back in because of Musk. Musk having a front row seat, that alienated a lot of their core customers in terms of Tesla.
Musk tried to salvage momentum by offering Starlink as a solution for the FAA's outdated air traffic system, but was denied the contract. Critics flagged it as a conflict of interest, deepening Musk's frustrations.
But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it.
Even Trump loyalists like Senator Rand Paul broke ranks, warning that the bill would explode the national debt. Meanwhile, Democrats seized the moment, using Musk's comments to attack Trump's economic vision.
Republicans in Congress don't care if your health care is too expensive, and they don't care if you can't afford your medical bills. They voted for what Elon Musk called a disgusting abomination, a Republican budget that throws millions of Americans off of their health insurance. Republicans don't care if their tariffs are raising your prices across the board and making it harder to make ends meet. They voted to take away food assistance for families, seniors, veterans, and they'll continue to reward billionaire donors who keep them in office with tax breaks so they can hold on to power. They're getting rich off of the stock trades.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt dismissed Musk's concerns, saying, "The president already knows where Elon stands. This bill is staying."
Well, the president is very proud of the One Big Beautiful Bill, and he wants to see it pass. He wants the Senate to get to work on it and send it to his desk as quickly as possible. Of course, as you know, Elon Musk announced last night his departure as an official special government employee from the Trump administration. We thank him for his service. We thank him for getting DOGE off of the ground, and the efforts to cut waste, fraud, and abuse will continue.
Despite the criticism, Trump is pushing forward, determined to pass the bill by July 4th. It would extend 2017-era tax cuts, pour billions into defense, and lift the US debt ceiling to $4 trillion. Trump still praised Musk publicly, saying he will always be with us. But behind the scenes, their alliance is now in tatters. Proof? The social media brawl.
Honored to be with Elon, who's my friend, and he's done a fantastic job.
A public feud erupted between Elon Musk and President Donald Trump over a sweeping tax cut and spending bill, sparking a fierce social media battle. On June 3rd, Musk blasted the bill on his X platform, calling it a disgusting abomination filled with wasteful spending. 2 days later, on June 5th, Trump, speaking from the Oval Office, expressed disappointment with Musk, saying their relationship may be over. Musk fired back with a series of posts on X, accusing the bill's passage of being rushed and secretive. By mid-afternoon, Musk was running a poll about creating a new political party for the majority of Americans in the middle. Trump retaliated on his platform, Truth Social, accusing Musk of going crazy and announcing plans to end Musk's government subsidies and contracts. The clash escalated quickly. Musk responded by announcing SpaceX would start decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft in light of Trump's threats. Replying to a user calling for Trump's impeachment, he says yes. Then he warns Trump tariffs could cause recession. On June 6th, Musk dropped a bombshell claim accusing Trump of being connected to the Epstein files, a post hinting at deeper political drama yet to unfold. This fast-moving feud between the billionaire tech mogul and the president has captivated Washington and the world, proving that in politics and in social media, there's little room for two sheriffs.
Well, we always knew that this city wasn't big enough for two sheriffs, and with the huge egos that both of these people have and their both inability to compromise, this was inevitable, but seeing it blow up like this so quickly is actually surprising.
As this political war intensifies, one thing is clear. The big beautiful bill has become the big ugly feud, and America is watching.